Hey guys, what's up? Eddie Aho here with Kiss Analog. Guys, today we're going to look at a microscope, okay? It's the Andonstar AD409 Pro. This is a really nice microscope. It has an endoscope that goes along with it. Really easy to use, really flexible. So, I got a couple boards we're going to look at. Let's just jump in this video and go take a look. Hey guys, I wanted to show you this microscope, this Andonstar. It's got a 10-inch screen. It's a huge screen. Look at that. Beautiful display. And we have the endoscope on this one, so you can turn this, slide it up and down. You can see I can rotate it, get the right picture, turn it, get it squared away, and then tighten that thing down. Okay, and then right up here's the focus. So see, I could turn that in, get nice and focus in. And if you're on an angle, you might get this in focus, that'll be out of focus, so you can sit there and turn it the way you want to. You can bend this all over the place and you get a wide angle view, and you can use this if you want to push that. All right, so you got this little button here, you push that, and whoop, you got to point it at the sensors right down here. And there's the endoscope only. I think I hit it twice. You get both of them, or just a main picture. And you can adjust the lightness here. Oh, that's cool. That's this little button here. Changes the image from that to that. And then we can also hit this button here and it'll flip it. So just in case you put it in upside down, you want to flip it around, you can do that. And so, yeah, pretty neat, right? And very good resolution. Okay, here, let me grab this station, turn it around so you can see how it's made. So this collar tightens on this part of the thing. I've had it where I've pushed it all the way up because I really want a wide angle view, and I lock it down on the down here. The focus rings here in the middle, so you can lock it right here on the end if you want. That works. I've done that just so I can get a wider field of view. And then there's a knob on either side that raises this up and down this distance here. And then the knob over here unlocks this so you can slide the whole thing up and down. And then right here, I've got this a ring, and I just got to push up there. That holds the endoscope. The endoscope's locked in too, and that's right there. And then we got our two independent lights so you can move around. Really nice. Okay, you got these, you can hold something down if you want to. I just kind of push them out of the way. I have this card that's sitting on stand, so I don't need that. And then you have this guy that locks this in so it won't just drift down on you. I haven't really had that problem, but I guess it's possible. Then you have some LEDs giving you some, telling you what's going on. There's a SSD card I need to stick in here so I can show you some things. There's power here, and there's a power port here. And so this gives the endoscope power, and this drives this remote right down here. Which remote, all these wires are tied into the base station here for these two lights, okay? So then you have control here too, where you can turn on and off power, and you can adjust brightness. And then I have one cord I have one USB plug right here that powers the whole thing. Everything's kind of pulled into this, so that's kind of nice. You just have one thing that you can put over here. And, well, actually, here, let me show you something. Okay, so I have this control here, right? And that controls the lights right here, okay, on these cards. And then, so I can adjust those where I want to get the light where I like it. And then I've also got this for the endoscope, so I can adjust this. So here, I'll shine it down here at the mat so you can see. You can see how I turn it on there. And what's nice is when you're in the picture like this, and I'm looking at something like that, if I turn the endoscope on and off, I can get some contrast, a little different angle. So even if I'm not using it as a camera, I can use it as a light source just to get a little bit different angle on the light, okay? And you can also use this guy to change the intensity on the screen. Now that's not changing the lights down here. That's changing the f-stop, I believe, to get that different lighting. Okay. Okay, and then I can adjust this because it looks like it's out of focus just to see how sharp you can get it. 4K camera, as I said, there's contrast on that. It's a little bit lower, so if I focus it, I can get both these guys in focus. So yeah, it's really beautiful. I mean, it's a great camera. There's that chip right there. So here, here, first I'll show you. There's actually a zoom function, which I can also use this for, the remote. I can push up here, and right over here, there's X20, and it's kind of small, but it goes to 3.0. So 300 times zoom, I think, is what that is. And here, let me see if I can focus it. Okay. And I'll turn up the brightness just to give a little bit more depth of field. Gives more light for the camera to work with. That's pretty bright, but you know, that probably works okay. And like I said, I can move these things around. I can move the lights around down here to get, you know, a side contrast if I need. So yeah, this thing is very compact, very high resolution, big screen, lots of space to work within down here. And look, I'm all the way out here and I'm zoomed in down there. So I can drop this whole thing down where I can zoom in on just a small thing. Let me show you that. All right, so I'm zoomed in, so I just see one row of pins here. Now, I still have, you know, say, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches to things. So I still have room to work solder if I need to. But if I really just want to zoom in closer, I can still push this down quite a ways. He's about in the middle of the shaft right there. So I'm not anywhere near as close as I could get, but I just want to put it down, just kind of give you an idea. But look, I just want to show you that if I zoom in here, oh, look at that. Look what's appeared. Look at those 2 GAN FETs. Isn't that crazy how small these GAN FETs are in this little board? Yeah, that is incredible. This is 2 of 4 GAN FETs on the board. These provide 180 watts. So look at these. Just, you can barely see the GAN FETs down in here on my finger. I'll probably have to turn off some light so you can see it. But they're teeny. You can see the size of those capacitors. Look at my finger coming into the picture. So you can see how small those GAN FETs are in those capacitors. Now, here, let me show you this. Let's go back to the endoscope. And there's the endoscope. So I put it right here so I got a good view of those. And look at that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 buck converters in here. 180 watts efficient power conversion. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. So if you want to see something small like that, these microscopes are the way to do it. And I still don't think I could solder those. Maybe with a hot air gun, maybe. What do you guys think? Could you do that? I'm going to get better. I'm going to try to solder something like that. But those old GANs, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, beautiful microscope, right? I mean, just really cool, super flexible, and really fast and easy to use. It doesn't take a lot of setup time to do this. So I'm going to turn down the lights, turn down the endoscope so I can show you the board a little closer. So there's that board. That's how small it is. And you can see those, what we're looking at, that area right down here. So that was super small. Yeah, incredible. And so, and you can pull this endoscope all the way out if you like. So look at that. So I could sit here and look around on the board if I wanted to, you know, look at things just by moving this thing around like this. See that? That's pretty, I think that's pretty awesome. So very nice microscope. All right, guys, I want to show you the menu mode. So now we're in video, so it's going to have different menus for that. So if I go down, we have resolution, hit OK, gives me those 2. Now, this one's 1080p. Let me go back. 1080p, 30 frames per second, okay? I believe that's what that is. Exposure. So you got all those settings. Date stamp, sharpness, normal, strong, freeze, on, off, contrast settings, low, medium, high. Okay, color, normal, black and white, sepia, and negative. Okay, and it shows me page 101 right here. So if I go back to menu, it gives me this page. There's 2 pages here. So we got Wi-Fi. We can set a grid. So line, direction, location. You can change the colors. If I turn that on, just so you can see what that looks like, you get this kind of grid. You can set it up for just, here, I'll show you something else. This guy here for a moment. Here, let me get out of menu. If I hit the plus symbol there, it gives me the X, okay? Okay, then we have date, time, then language, frequency, that's 60 hertz or 50 hertz kind of stuff. Format, you format your card, default setting, okay? Then we go to page 2, is the version, and that's the version we have here. Now, if I go back outside and I change this to camera, photo, okay? Then go back to menu. We get a different menu system. Come down to resolution. We get all these resolutions, so I can go up and say I want to save in 24 meg. You got burst mode, okay? Quality, fine, normal, economy, sharpness, strong, normal, soft, white balance, auto, daylight, cloudy, tungsten, fluorescent. You got a color palette, normal, black, white, sepia, negative, same as the camera, or as the video, and ISO. And auto, or 1, 2, or 400. So 400 would be fast, 100 would be slower. You know, back in the film days, we'd use 100, get finer grain and stuff. These days, I'm not sure how much difference it makes. I think it depends on the sensor, on how much kind of digital noise you get. So that's something to experiment with. All right, so that's the menus for the video and the camera. By the way, you notice Wi-Fi up here. Hey guys, what do you think? Kind of cool, huh? Hey, there's going to be some videos here playing. The top one is going to be the endoscope. The bottom one's the main camera. Now, let me explain that real quick. But before I do that, give the video a like, thumbs up if you don't mind. Appreciate that. Free way to support the channel. Guys, I want to also clear up something else. Sometimes I know some videos where I do a product that a lot of people don't like, I get a lot of thumbs down. Now that's thumbs down in the video, my effort to put together and kind of show you something. That's not thumbing down the product, okay? They don't care about that. So thumbs up, thumbs down has to do with the video, whether you like the video, not whether you like the product. Just want to throw that out there, okay? All right, guys, so here's the thing. I recorded a video looking at this board, this PFC converter, okay? And on the bottom side, I did some rework. I repaired 2 of these boards. And so I did that to show you the high definition of this camera. If you saw my last videos, you can kind of compare that to what you saw in those videos and how easy it was and how much more room I had to work underneath this one. It has a lot more working space and it just does a great job. But the reason there's 2 videos playing is because I had the endoscope picture-in-picture, right? The endoscope on top of the main camera. And when I recorded, what it turns out is it saves both those in different files, which is really neat, I think. So I just wanted to point that out because that's pretty cool. I'm going to throw up some JPEGs too. Maybe they're going to be going on now, just to show you some of the JPEG, some of the images I captured. High resolution images. I forget how many megapixels. is it 24 megapixels, something like that. Maybe I'll put it here to show you. But anyway, high resolution pictures as well. So it's just easy to use. This microscope's a winner, I think. So it's the Andonstar AD409 Pro and with the endoscope. So I have a new one that they came out with, the I think they call it the Max, has a bigger base. So I think I'm going to sell this one, but they sent this to me for free. Thanks, Andonstar. So when I sell this, it'll help me pay for the time that I spent doing the video. That'd be nice, huh? Anyway, yeah, it's just taking up space around here. If you're a YouTube member or if you're a Patreon, let me know, and I'll give you a special deal on it, okay? But I'll have my wife put it in the local paper. And if you're anybody watching this video and you're interested, let me know, okay? Chances are no one will ask, and there might be a few of you out there that want it, but you think that there's too many people asking. And usually when I do this kind of thing, no one asks. So we'll probably end up selling it for a really good deal locally, just to, you know, because we won't pay, you know, there won't be any shipping or anything. But anyway, guys, this is a nice microscope. I like microscopes for inspecting, even if I'm not soldering, just inspecting the boards. I often use it more often for that than I do soldering. I'm using the microscope a lot. I actually have, you know, things like this. So I have things like this that I use to look. Now, before you chuckle, because, you know, my gray hair and everything, I went to get my eye checkup, and my vision has actually improved over the last 10 years. My vision's almost back to 20/20 now. So that's kind of crazy, huh? The doctor said that sometimes happens. It drops down and comes back up. It looks like that's what's happened. But anyway, yeah, so I use this. I have a couple other lenses I use, but sometimes I want to get really close and I want to see down, like if I see cracks in ceramic capacitors maybe, or really fine detail like that. But often I'm looking at inductors, small inductors sometimes, and I just want to look at them underneath, you know, the microscope. So, you know, my granddaughter likes using it too, so it's fun for her. So anyway, there you go, guys. Hope you like this video. I think this is a great microscope. They have some lower cost ones. This one is on sale right now. I think it's normally, I'm trying to remember the price, $380 or something like that. It's like $350 right now, $349 full price. So this one's gonna be a lot cheaper. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it, and we'll catch you next time, okay?